tags in all steers at birth. We don't put any data tags in the heifers at birth. Because at that point we still don't really know who is staying. Uh-oh. Ugh, frost boils, dang it. So yeah, we don't know who's staying. So once we figure that out, we sort the stairs off going through the chute, and the ones going on the trailer we throw the data tags in. So it takes a little bit longer to load the heifers, but there's only 24 going versus 53, I think, of steers went up the road. So yeah, we'll get the 2 loads up the road, and then that's us done hauling for the season, as far as I know. Attaboy, you get to going. Yeah. Last load heading up the road, and we have a prairie traffic jam. Mobile pipeline. Honestly. Oh, there's some grain too. Mobile grain auger. Oh, there's the end of the train. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Travel along the I don't know the words. Yeah, I could have timed that closer. Yahoo! There we go. That's the heifers for the 2023 breeding season. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of legacy heifers here. You can see Chewies there, Squiggles, Squish, Beauty's back there. Little Allie, she'll go to the bull next year. She's not this year. So there was a couple of mix-ups. Oh yeah, Harley's back there. There's a couple of mix-ups where there was some that were second round keepers that went on the trailer, and some backup keepers stayed. So this 21 in front of us and 51 behind her weren't meant to be getting kept back, but they were sort of last minute draft picks. Decent heifers, just were not, we just kind of got ahead of ourselves at a certain point. Some get onto the trailer that was supposed to stay back, so 3rd round draft picks got to stay back. So there you go. Isn't that right, Squigs? Hey Allie, yeah, poor wee Allie, she ended up in the crush. She didn't, we tried to keep her back, but she ran in with the rest of them and she got absolutely pooped on. Poor wee thing. So yeah, there you go. That's all the calves, 2022 calves are hauled off to the buyer. Woo! Ha ha ha! That'll traumatize a lot of you Chevy guys. Okay, so the last of the packages arrived that are going to help put my 03, the 6-point Hull beast, one with the weld on the back of it, back in the road. So this is the grill that I had on the truck. So the factory grill got broken, and then I bought an aftermarket one. I thought, oh, that'd be cool, nice custom piece. So I bought one of these. No, they don't come looking like that. But I bought a black one because I wanted to color code it white, so I could have the truck color matched. So I buffed it all down because it was black. I've got a black one because I didn't want a chrome one. So I buffed it all down and I painted it. I think there's a video of this 4 or 5 years ago, way back in the early days of the YouTubes, of me doing this. It looked great. The only problem is this aftermarket grill never fit properly. It fit like crap. The top screws held it in. The bottom clips, I think only 2 of them ever lined up, and that was it. And the sides never quite went in. So this time I went for factory. So I bought a takeoff of, what do you call them? An industrial? Not industrial. Commercial. A commercial grade Ford Power Stroke van. It's the exact same grill as the trucks, except they come in flat plastic. So I just had to do a little bit of screwdriver prying and plucking to get the badge out, because it'll help save me some time. So yeah, I'm gonna scuff this all down. Now it does have a little bit of road rash here and there, but that's not, I'm not caring. That doesn't worry me at all. So yeah, I'm gonna buff this whole thing down and then yeah, hit it with white. Color code it to the truck. So, yeah, so I'm gonna get it that. I'm gonna get it buffed down, hit it with a coat of paint before tonight, so it can set overnight. I think I might need to go and get another can of paint tomorrow, because this will need to have at least 3 coats, I think. So yeah, I'll bring you back when it looks like something else. So we'll do the before and after. Okay, time for some before and afters. Like I said, the grill was broken. That light was messed up. That light's broken. So let's get to getting. Better. Just need something in there. Well, we're doing it, Harry. We're really doing it. Yeah, some of them will do for the year. So yeah, this is it. Sorry for my sniffing, but it is blinkety cold. It's supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to be like -3 or something. The wind chill like -15 right now. Buggers. Ugh. So yeah, I ordered, when I got my birthday present, I ordered it with, I think these are 25-foot cables. That way that when I'm doing the building work, I can just park the machine and just work my way along, especially when I go to start putting the pipe work up. Yeah, that'll be handy, because I'll be in, like that way I can switch the truck off and just sit in one place and work away. Like right now the truck is running because it is cold. But right now it works this way, so I can do like half a dozen pipes and move on. So yeah. I've got like 100 pounds of this stuff that came from the e-waste that I used to recycle. Ugh. So they do dandy for this. As long as the tabs from the last one are still there, because there's a couple, like here's one here where it broke right off, so I have the piece, so I'll weld it back onto there to give me the spacer before I weld that on. I would set this up so you could watch me, but I think those welders out there like BCP, like BP and Ivan Moreau and if Straight Pipe Acres watches this, I think they would faint if they saw me welding, so it'll work. That's all you need to know. So yeah, get back to it before I freeze up. Oh, that's a fun thing, man. I'm gonna get into some trouble with this machine. Woohoo! Yep, bulls. You can't have nice things because of bulls. Well, one bull in particular. Yeah, one of these panels came apart, so got to set it up. Yeah, they used very thin wall uprights and they tore right off. So I set it up there. That way I can just pull up alongside with my fancy dancy welder. Now, you'll all notice there's one bull in this pen and there's 3 in the other. Yeah, because Tubby here scared Lamar right over the bell ring and into the other pen. Vaticus could care less. Either could jury, because, well, he's a Hereford. So yeah, only thing I can figure out was Maximus put Lamar in the corner there and smashed up a bunch of boards. So basically I'm going to have to line the inside of the pen with like oil filled pipe or sucker rod or something. Just to stop big Tubby doing that. It's alright, you Vaticus, not you we're talking about. So, got my hairbrush. Yeah. So I've ordered 2 more of these. This one was over on that pole and I took it down because I didn't want the cows beating this up while it's attached to that pole, while the pole's attached to that camera. So I took it down, and as you can see, the critters are starting to scratch pretty bad. There's a couple of them starting to show little bald spots, and that's usually our indicator to start doing something. And don't want to run them through the crush at this stage, getting ready for calving. So basically that's why we have these Bowmans. Now we've tried Lewis Oilers and I have 2 or 3 of them and I'm getting rid of them because they're garbage. They're just so high maintenance. These things was literally no maintenance. It's gravity fed through a little pinch valve. How about I point the camera where I'm looking? That would be handy for everybody else. Sorry everybody. Honest to gosh. So yeah, there's a little pinch valve right there. So yeah, it comes down the hose. And this brush here has a wick in the middle of it. And then on the vertical, it just has a standard brush. So they get scratching and rubbing, scratching and rubbing. This is still the original one from, I think I put these in 4 years ago. I put that one in 3 years ago. And they love it. It's still lasting pretty good. But this one here, I don't know. See if you can tell the difference. I don't know, a little bit, maybe, kinda. Anyway, so yeah. Now, like I said, they last pretty good. So, $40 for a brush head. But then again, this isn't just a normal brush head. Like, these take a lot of abuse. So yeah, instead of like getting one of those big like sweeper brush systems and all of those fancy dancies, this works really good for us. I do have a little blueprint in my head. I know there's lots of weird things in my head, but right now the blueprint. So there's going to be this one attached to the railing there somewhere. I'm trying to see where I'm pointing in the camera. Over there. Wow, you guys look like you're really foggy. Are you better? Can you see? Okay. So yeah, over there you can see the bracket I'm putting on that pole for now, till I can figure something better. So put the new brush on, put it over there, fill it back up. Then I have that one there. They're bringing 2 more in next week. They're about $450 a piece, which it would take you a while to make that up. Spring, steel, channel, drilling, and all the rest of it, really, for $400. And like I said, it keeps the girls really happy. Like they love scratching on it, beating the crap out of it. As you can tell by the scratches on the tanks. But I'm gonna have a plan. So come the end of winter season, spring season, you pull the 4 bolts out. There's 2 bolts on each of these, and then these will be moved onto another thing that I'm currently drawing up the plans for, that will get used in the summertime. It will be something to do with a mineral feeder and fly and bug control. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, I better get that up because JJ's mum's giving the absolute evils right now. Okay, I'll stop flapping my gums. Why they like them elite breeder tubs. Isn't that right, April? She had all the pies. Every one of them. Oh, poor girl. My gosh. Anyway. Hey, bud. And there you have it. Friday. Last Saturday night was the catastrophe. And we've rebuilt the cabling system. 3/4 of all the buckles had to be replaced. Switcheroo and the old cabley-doo. You girls. Promise to behave now? See, still scratching, but hopefully they'll figure out that that's there now. Ones like that, like pudding and stuff, I can go along with the Ivomec and give them a wee shot just to dose them up. Like probably half of them I could give a wee shot at Ivomec just to keep them going. This little girl here, this is Suki. She's gonna calve within the week, so that'll be the first of the big herd. And we have a first timer who's just right around the corner. But yeah, we're all systems go. That's right, Puddin'. So most of you by now will be wondering if I have ADHD with the way that I bounce around from jobs to jobs. Well, not really, and kind of really. Hey girl. Yeah, we're still training these first timers. We've got about half a dozen of them that will let us touch them. So we're getting there, right on schedule. So, we're figuring out where the gates, how high the gates need to hang in here. Yeah, these are bought end gates. Problem is, the gates that will hang from here over will need to be made, custom made, because this is a sort of an odd measurement. It's 11.5 feet gap because it's 12-foot centers, so it's kind of a weird number. And as much as I can maybe like put another hinge on this side and then hang the gate off here, I can maybe make it 11 feet, but there'll be a tiny little space over there, so yeah. Well, what are we doing? Well, as we're getting real close to calving starting, this is an issue. So in the future, the animals in both pens will not be allowed the back part of the corral, of the back part of the shelter. Most days they probably won't even have the front part, because as you can see out there where the sun can get on it, the poop kind of gets pushed down into the bedding here. It sort of keeps frozen and rising to the surface, and you end up with stumbling issues, which, especially that pen, some of them have like hurt themselves, not badly, but they slip and trip, and so do we. So I'm going to clean the shelter completely out, push it all out there, and then shut off a couple of pens in here, and then we'll bed it back out. And that way we're ready for next week, because next week is starting date. It's go time! And then this side is not as important to have pens, but when you have calves like Mark, who's a little bit fruity, she's not mean, she's just fruity. Having one pen over here will be nice, just for emergencies. So I've got holes drilled in that post there, and that's why there's this gate here. So yeah, I'm going to clean this one out too. That way that we don't have all of this, because it's not comfortable, and there is a chance of some snowstorms still now that it's March. Happy March, everybody. So yeah, gonna start pushing, and these girls are going to lose their freaking minds. And there's our first little girl. She is days away. She's fresh in the back end and she's wide in the middle end. Okay, let's get to pushing. Okay, well, looks like we're back at that point again to wrap this video up. Isn't that right, superstar? So, yeah, I cleaned out, kind of feathered out onto the bedding there. Got as much of that boulder stuff away. It's kind of all pushed out here. So this is cleaned out. I just found a makeshift gate for there for now, till I get two proper gates. One there, one there. And yeah, we're a good foot, 20 inches off the ground. Like I said, these gates are probably not going to be open very often. It's the side gates is kind of how they're going to come and go. This gate might be open a few times because this gate will come over to here and let whoever's here get to the water trough. Same with that pen. So yeah, this pen was a little bit more challenging because there's bigger animals. Less animals in this pen than this one, but bigger. So yeah, there was a lot of cleaning out. So yeah, I've got another gate that might be able to be good enough temporarily. Yeah, this gate sits here because it can't come back to the post because of this. But eventually I will custom make a gate for here that will be hinged. It might be hinged off of this end because we were always looking a way to come through here from pen to pen. That way we could put one maternity pen in here for calving. Hey Dolly, how you doing? So yeah, like I said, just one pen in here will be fine. And two in here for now. That will keep us going. And yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Piper Doug has the dreaded man cold right now. That's kind of why you probably have heard me sniffing all the way through. It's been going around. Apparently it's like all across the prairies and down into the Dakotas. Everybody's got this dang cold. But it's not quite the dreaded man cold. Because, you know, we have to go to work every day. Isn't that right, Maisie? Silly wee girl. So, hopefully the next time you see us, this girl will be a little bit lighter. And yeah, all that piece of good news is we got the numbers back from our heifers. We shipped 24 heifers, and basically the heifers, hey Jetter, the heifers got what the steers got last year. So it's nice to be going in that direction. So yeah, it's tidy bye from me, and it's tidy bye from Jet. Isn't that right, darling? Yeah. Looking not bad for a 20-year-old cow in calf. Fun fact, that's Maisie. That's her little brother. The little macro guy. That's her brother. Her mum was small, but yeah, he was a late. He's a fall calf. So anyway, see you in the next one.